RE Village burst into the gaming scene back in 2021, whisking players away to a snowy Eastern European landscape filled with werewolves, vampires, and more creepy crawlies than you could shake a shotgun at. A few years removed from its initial release, it's time to revisit this chilling chapter of the Resident Evil franchise and see how it's aged. Is Lady Dimitrescu's charm still enchanting? Does the village still hold its spooky allure? Let's dive back into this gothic horror adventure and find out after this intro. The game thrusts players into the worn boots of Ethan Winters again, the same dude we last saw in Resident Evil Village who went to Louisiana to rescue his wife from the Baker house. Now a desperate father on a heart-pounding quest to rescue his kidnapped daughter, Rose, from the towering spires of Castle Dimitrescu and the murky depths of House Buenavito. I'm sorry if I mispronounced Dimitrescu. I can't say that name. Sorry, I'm just gonna butcher the name the whole video. I'm sorry, guys. We were treated to a visually stunning and terrifying diverse world, and who could forget the enigmatic Lady Dimitrescu? I try, okay? I try. Whose imposing stature and vampiric allure captured the imagination of players worldwide. While the game was revealed, she broke the internet with so many gamers being super pervy towards her. Even now, there are still memes about her and her so-called daughters.
Poor Ethan Winters.
Even though the game was terrifying, it wasn't just about the scares. RE Village expertly blended pulse-pounding action and spine-chilling horror, keeping players on the edge of their seats throughout. The game's arsenal of weapons, from trusty pistols to explosive grenade launchers, ensured that players were well equipped to face the horrors that lurked around every corner. RE Village not only delivers a thrilling and visually stunning experience, but it also expands upon the rich lore of the Resident Evil universe. Through hidden documents and environmental storytelling, the game delves into the history of the village and its enigmatic connection to Umbrella Corporation, offering fans a deeper understanding of the series' overreaching narrative. If you don't know, which I'll assume you don't, but you actually do know because you already played the game before or heard about this before. But in this game, this is when players find out that Mother Miranda, the main villain of the game, met Oswald E. Spencer, the founder of the Umbrella Corporation, the big top bad dude of the Umbrella Corporation in the village during his travels. Despite their initial collaboration, their goals ultimately diverged. Miranda's primary motivation was to resurrect her daughter, who died of a Spanish flu, while Spencer sought to control evolution and establish a new world order, as we find out in the rest of the games with zombie-infested city and leech-infested trains. That's how much RE Village is rich with lore of the previous games, and the story of Ethan Winters as a devoted father looking for his daughter is fascinating. RE Village draws deep inspiration from classic gothic horror, amazing players in a visually striking world of eerie castles, dark forests, and imposing figures, and the unsettling beauty of the decay. Yeah, there's so much decay in this world, bro. That's why I'm laughing, because in every Resident Evil game there's so much decay. I don't know, but I guess it's creepy, you know. It brings the creepiness into place in the atmosphere. Anyway, this masterfully crafted atmosphere is further intensified by a sound design that preys on your senses. The creak of floorboards underfoot, the distant howls of something unseen, and a chilling score that warms its way into your mind. Like, it's just super creepy. RE Village isn't just about creepy dread and spine-chilling scares. Oh no.
Oh no.
This gothic nightmare throws you into a glorious action-packed roller coaster. You'll be dodging werewolves, blasting mold monsters, and trading blows with vampires like a horror movie superhero. The game is jaw-dropping with graphics, The graphics are so amazing, you'll swear that you feel the castle's cold stone and smell the musty air. Every cobweb, every bloodstain, every grotesque detail is a masterpiece, making the scares all the more delicious. Developers put a lot of effort into crafting each environment and meticulous detail. This could include intricate textures, realistic lighting, and subtle animations that make the world feel alive. RE Village is a wild ride, man. It's like they mashed up an 80-year-old action flick with a classic horror movie. One minute you're Rambo blasting away werewolves with a shotgun, the next you're hiding in a closet like a scared kid while there's a baby monster stalking the halls. And the whole time you're just a regular dad trying to find your daughter. It's crazy mix, but it totally works. I love games that give you the will to fight instead of throwing you into a bad environment with just a flashlight and you've got to figure out how to get away. So this game is up there for me for those simple reasons. Thumbs up all around. Now we can get to the gameplay variety of RE Village. Let's start with the combat. The combat in RE Village is intense. Enemies are relentless, coming at you in hordes, facing you to think on your feet and manage resources like a seasoned survivor. Whether you're blasting away werewolves with a shotgun or parrying a lichen's claw with your knife, every fight feels like a desperate struggle to survive. Ammo and healing items are scarce, forcing you to scavenge every nook and cranny like every RE before this one. This adds a layer of tension to every encounter. Do you risk a gunshot to conserve ammo or unload a full clip to ensure your survival? It's a constant balancing. Of course, you can always refill your weapons and upgrade them from the Duke, a merchant who's there to provide you with more inventory items to use along your journey. He also provides safety if you're in the castle when Lady D is on your tail. Like, Lady D can come at you at any time and you can just hide out in the Duke and she goes away. It's like Mr. X when you're hiding in the safe room. The game encourages exploration with hidden secrets, collectibles, and puzzles to solve. This adds depth and replayability. If you played any other Resident Evil game, especially the earlier ones, you'll feel right at home here. Capcom knows what we love and they deliver. The village feels massive compared to previous entries. You'll explore a creepy village, a gothic castle, a spooky factory. Each location is distant and packed with secrets. Village takes the best elements of classic RE puzzles and updates them with modern graphics and design sensibility, but with just a splash of like the 80s kind of horror. But yeah, they feel a bit newish. I hope you know what I'm talking about. The boss battles are memorable and intense, each with unique mechanics and a distinct personality. Lady Dimitrescu, Heisenberg, Moreau, these iconic characters with distinct personalities and abilities and backstories. They're not just obstacles, they're part of the story. The arenas you fight in are often as impressive as the bosses themselves. From a gothic castle to a flooded reservoir, each battle feels like a grand spectacle. Okay, we're done with the gameplay variety. Let me talk about the story. So the story of RE Village, as you all know, is Ethan Winter's story, and we pick up after a brief respite from the horrors Ethan faced in the previous game. His newfound peace is violently disrupted by Chris Redfield, a familiar face with a shockingly hostile agenda, who leaves Ethan's wife dead and his daughter missing. And of course his wife is not dead, she was just captured by Mother Miranda, and Mother Miranda hid her in a secret dungeon somewhere. That's what we find out later in the game. And Mother Miranda took her place, which is who Chris Redfield actually shoots in the beginning of the game. Ethan is thrust into a nightmarish situation in a strange and isolated location where he must confront grotesque creatures and uncover the secrets that led to his family's tragedy. The narrative unfolds with heart-pounding suspects of Ethan fights for survival and desperate searches for his daughter. The truth behind Chris's actions and motives of the enigmatic mother Miranda and the origins of the monstrous being Ethan encounters are revealed through unexpected twists and shocking revelations. Fueled by a father's love and desperation, Ethan's journey is a thrilling and emotional charged experience that delves into themes of family, loss, and unwavering determination to protect one's child.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong. God damn. Goodbye, Rosemary.
So here's my final verdict of the game. Frankly, I love RE Village. It's unique within the franchise while it draws some inspiration from Resident Evil 4, especially in its more action-oriented gameplay. The open sequence are quite different. Instead of fighting villagers as Leon does in RE4, Ethan Winters fight off against horde of icons in the village. I also love RE Village's blend of psychological horror and its emphasis on stealth. The game masterfully creates an atmosphere of dread and unease, leaving you constantly on edge. RE Village successfully reinvigorate the series by shifting from the traditional zombie-infested human to a captivating era of mythical creatures. The introduction of vampires and lycans and colossal sea creatures breathe new life into the franchise, offering a fresh and exciting experience. These monstrous foes presented uniquely challenges and added a new layer of depth into the game's lore, further expanding the Resident Evil universe. Additionally, completing the main story unlocks the mercenary mode, a fast-paced arcade-style challenge where players can fight through time stages, earning points for defeating enemies and completing objectives. In conclusion, I can't wait to see what Capcom has in store for us for the next installment of the Resident Evil games. That's how good this game is for me. And yeah, that's all I can say, man, for Resident Evil Village. If you want to keep seeing my content, please like and subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and
I will see you when I see you.